And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing FortressCraft Evolved Frozen Factory. Well, let's see. I've done a little bit of work, not too much. I did run that hard rock grinder downstairs on the chromium. Got another batch of chromium going here. We're clearing it through pretty fast, actually. Getting a little bit of chromium going. So I built a couple more hard rock grinders, located my molybdenum downstairs, and I think it's time to get that going, because we're going to need a little bit of everything to really kickstart the Frozen Factory. And you know, that whole batch of chromium that I smelted only gave me 134 bars. So it is pretty expensive. And our cold caverns are slowly getting colorized here. And the cryoplasm is getting a little bit closer. It's only about 20 blocks closer than it was per last episode. So it kind of expanded quick and then it slowed way down, so that's good. Again, that wall, the box that I put around is not really to stop the cryoplasm, it's really just to slow it down. So yeah, not a whole lot, just a preventative measure from letting it, or keep it from getting out of control. I need to start the research for cryoplasm defenses here. That's the next big step, is to build up some of those defenses. So we're going way down here. I've got all my juicy power down here, which is good. So deep. All right. So that's the chromium. And as you can see, we've got another layer of rubble here from that second deposit. But down here, this is where the molybdenum is. And you need a flat, three wide on each end in order to really use it to its fullest. So we are going to use, I think I still have them on me. If I don't, then that was my fault. I thought for sure I had the nano disintegrators on me. I am not seeing the nano disintegrators. And I'm pretty sure that I need to go back up and grab one, or yeah, I can't craft one down here because I don't have any of the power boosters that I need. All right, well, I'm gonna go up, grab one of those, and meet you back down here. I'll be right back. All right, we're back, and I've got a couple of nano disintegrators. I went all the way up to the top. I did have a couple built, I just didn't have them with me. So you can see I built this thing up a ways because I don't want to drill down into it, as I only want to get a little bit, and this thing digs 3 below it. So I'm going to take out these 3 right here, and that should do me just fine. There we go. That should take out those 3 and that one. Now I have a nice platform where I can build my hard rock grinder. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and build one of these guys. And clear out some space just to walk around. Just to have a little bit of even platform here. Just like that. I've already got my power ready to go. I just need to get a battery set up, put a lens in there, and that should power up. She should run just fine now. And let's put some hoppers in there. That's where we're going to pull all the resources out of. I've got quite a bit of space available. One thing I would like to do is get a little area over here ready for extracting these resources. So I need a little space. I could build like a work floor excavator. That's definitely a possibility. However, I am going to continue using this little guy here, and we're gonna do the height of 5, and we're gonna have a larger radius, and we are gonna drop none. I don't want to dig ore quite yet because I don't know how much molybdenum is behind the walls, so we want to be very careful about that. So as this clears out, I'll be able to sort of, clear a platform out, put some lights up. Like this one here, I can put this in the corner. Once we have some breathing room here, just some coal. Don't really need any coal. Works pretty well to clear out a nice spot. You don't want to stand on the hard rock grinder because it will hurt you. I'm not sure if there's a space behind you. Oh, there is. All right. And there's a little gap there. This should only go up. Let's see. Yeah, height of 5. So it should only go up maybe one more. Yep, one more, probably. 1 or 2 more. It's kind of embedded into this copper here. I wonder how big this copper vein is. Oh, 6 million. Holy crap, look at the size of that vein. Yeah, copper, I never have problems finding copper in this game. It is everywhere. But molybdenum, however, has been a little tougher to find, so I might take like 16 of the ore that I get from these and convert them into and there it's done. Take the 16 out, take 16 ore and convert them into ore pings. That way I can just ping for molybdenum and find if there's any big veins around, either this direction or the other direction, and get a good idea of where would be a good spot to set up, the first trenchers and all that kind of stuff. So I have yet another hard rock grinder on me, so I can immediately build another one right after this one's done. I need a couple hoppers to put, because I don't have quite the inventory space to put all 2,000 ore that I'm going to get out of this. And we are only at 43%. So let me cut away here. I'm just going to wait around for this thing to get done and then head back up to the surface. So I'll cut away here and meet you back on the surface when this thing is ready to go. And I've got another bank of molybdenum to start processing. So I'll see you soon. All right, here we go. I'm back up here. I got the molybdenum from down deep, and now I would like to build at least 16 of these. The reason I'm using 16 is it's the multiple of the smelter. So it just allows me to keep that going and not have any leftovers. So if I go all the way down here, I should be able to craft all of these into pings, and the rest of everything, all the other ore, can be put into the smelting system. And I think that's it. All right, we've got some molybdenum now. Let's put that over where our bars are. So we've got I got the other chromium that finished up, and now we're smelting molybdenum down, which is awesome. Let me clear out the music. It's kind of a weird, airy sort of thing anyway. I don't think it's really music, more than just ambient noise. So our missile system is going pretty good. We're kind of down to the wire now. And we've got some still have quite a few. I'm going to pull some of these out, and I'm going to put them into. I'm going to put a stack in here. This is for armor piercing, and I've got so many stingers that we can handle a little bit of this here. So let's just keep them going. Armor piercings. For these, let's do this. Clear these out. Because these are done. These are done. And now it's just a matter of figuring out how to do this. I'm not sure how many more cluster missiles I'm going to use. Let's see how many of these. We still got missiles all the way back up here. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 950 missiles still in the system, plus the 600 imbued that I have. So yeah, all of these cluster missiles here. And I'm not sure how I want to do this. I just kind of built this cluster missile system without thinking like what I should do for like remove only, add only, stuff like that. So I just sort of put this together and didn't really think too much of it. There's still a lot of imbued missiles in there. I could actually see that there's 4 in there and 13 clusters. Yeah, E, open storage interface. And Q, okay. So obviously the Tricky's hoppers don't use that little interface. I don't even think the cryo hopper uses it. But one of the things I want to do is I want to make sure we're keeping up our supply of, where are they? Oh yeah, liquid refined resin. We're going to continue wanting a bunch of that. And I've been reading the comments on all the different techniques to supply, to feed the hive, so to speak. And there's quite a few, and some of them I think are pretty viable. The matter mover one is pretty good, except it uses quite a bit of energy to feed it. And since I had just had to reload the game, it kind of crashed on me. The shell rebuilt, so I've got all these things mining the shell of this thing now. It goes pretty fast, actually. With all three of those going, it kind of goes pretty fast, except we've got a lot of resin there that needs to be mined still, that I'm not pulling out anywhere. I'd like to get that whole thing covered before, get all these little tendrils, all this area back here mined, before I really feed it fast. Because I'd like to eliminate the possibility that we're going to get stragglers, little tendrils going out that are not good for the system. But we should be accumulating quite a bit of refined resin as we go. The OET has been charged, so it is just sitting ready to go. However, I'm not going to clear that base over there yet until our missiles are being used up. So when I just have just a few missiles left over, that's when I will destroy that corner. So our threat level, is hovering around 20,000, which is the max. Almost exactly 20,000. There it is. So yeah, we've got a lot of missiles left in the system, and I'd like to use those, plus get all the organic parts that I can. And once the missiles are depleted, go ahead and start dismantling all of this system over here. Because, this all consumes quite a bit of resources as far as memory and frames per second. It's a lot to render. Pretty compact design, but it worked really well. I'm really happy with how it worked and getting everything, keeping the stuff at bay was really nice. So are we out of imbueds? Not quite yet. Quite a bit more imbueds to go, or armor piercing, I should say. Oh, there's another one. So yeah, as I smelt down that molybdenum, I've got the other hard rock grinder going down, way down there. And as soon as this kind of catches up a little bit, we've got quite a bit of it still in here. Oh, a lot less than I thought. So as that gears up, we're going to want to look at what our first major tier 4 machine is, which is going to be the trencher. Oh, we got 13 in there. Where's all these? It always happens. Go in here to rough hewn rock. So many bug parts. We've got another 1,000 in there, ready to go. And we got a lot of bug parts back here that we can start processing. Oh, is that a bunch of more stingers? Yeah, I've got 67 more stingers. All the eyes that I could want. So we've got 700 there, 700 there, 300 there. So yeah, that's a lot of eyes. Plus the recombined organic matter. I got 3,200 of that. I can make, if I look at the recipes here, where would they be? Yeah, right here. So all these pristine faceted eyes, I could make quite a few of these at 15 a pop, and convert those into the super awesome tier 4 lenses. But in the meantime, we are going to kick off a research here. And we are going to want basic cryoplasm defense, which takes 32 imbued blocks. And I just happen to have a bunch of those. So let's let's process these here. So if I take the imbued blocks and I separate these and I make 32 of them, I should be able to just store them depending on the order that they're in. Okay, put these down here, put these up here. There we go. Now I can put 32 in. It's kind of a weird system. And then I need to craft a bunch more of the XL and the advanced, which we have 11 of those and 10 of those already. So I'm just gonna throw some in and let them process. And when we pick it up next time, we will have our first cryoplasm defense done. So let me start this project and then come back next episode where we start beating back and building up on frozen factory stuff. So I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.